Can you feel the heat down in your soul? I feel the heat down in my soul. Can you see the heat there in control? I see the heat there in control. Can you feel it? I feel it. Can you see it? I see it. It's Miami Heat. We can't be beat. It's Miami Heat.
Sharpshooting Vashawn Leonard has excelled in his role as a starter, giving Miami a dangerous long-range threat. Alonzo Mourning loves where the Heat are at this point, all alone atop the Atlantic Division and riding a 4-game winning streak. Boston's Eric Williams is coming off a career-high 27 points in a win against the Raptors and will team with David Wesley to try to give the Celtics their first win over Miami this year. Head coach M.L. Carr has had few opportunities to have fun this season, while Tim Hardaway hopes to flash that winning grin again tonight as the Heat and the Celtics meet next on Sunshine. The Green Line in Boston. There is no better way to get around town. And the stop, the Fleet Center here in Boston. All aboard to the Fleet Center here in Boston. It's the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics here on Sunshine Network. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Monaco. Thanks for joining us for a night of NBA basketball from here in Boston. The Heat have a 4-game winning streak. Boston has won 2 of 3. They meet here in this new building. We saw the Green Line earlier. We take you to the conductors this evening, Eric Reed and Jack Ramsey.
Thanks very much, Andrew. All aboard, everyone. Here in New England, they have been consumed with Bill Parcells' departure from the area, but we're thinking about NBA basketball, where tonight the Heat will look for their first ever season series sweep of the Boston Celtics. So far, 3 tries and 3 wins. And Dr. Jack, Miami comes in a remarkable 34-12 record, 22 over 500. Believe it or not, the second best record in the NBA.
Eric, it has been a remarkable season for the Miami Heat. No one in basketball would have predicted this. I don't think even Pat Riley or Scotty Robertson, who are very optimistic guys, would have anticipated this kind of a start for Miami. But they've done it in a very workmanlike fashion. They defend well every night. They hang around games regardless of the caliber of the opponent, and they find ways to win, sometimes from unlikely guys like Vashawn Leonard banking one in off the board at Cleveland at the end of the game to win that one. John Crotty stepping into the fray and getting that job done just last Sunday against Cleveland. Somebody steps up. And, of course, the main guys, Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning, have been superb.
It's been a very cohesive unit so far this year. Let's talk about one of Miami's 2 All-Stars, Alonzo Mourning. He has had his way with these undersized Boston Celtics, Jack. He's really terrorized them in the first 3 meetings.
Well, they have no one who can defend him, Eric. And the Celtics play such a loose defensive game that it's even hard to double team Zoe, because the Heat will get a lot of opportunities in transition against this team. So I don't know what they can do with Zoe other than lock him in the locker room before he comes out on the floor, but I see he's already out here.
You might remember Miami's last visit here to the Fleet Center, middle of the month of January. A night Miami had 14 dunks as a team, and Alonzo Mourning last 2 games against Boston with 13, as Jack would like to call them, slammers. But there is some concern when you play Boston, Jack. They scramble, they press, and they do make it an adventure.
Yes, they do, Eric, and it's not a kind of defense that will pay off in victories over the long haul. But on a short-term basis, if you're not ready for them, it can be very problem-like. And as we have noticed, the Heat has not handled it as well as Pat Riley would like, averaging around 20 turnovers a game against this team. You've got to handle the ball, but you also have to attack to make sure you take advantage of the opportunities right at the basket.
Boston Celtics have had all sorts of injury problems, among other things. And again tonight, Dana Barros, D. Brown, Greg Minor, Dino Raja, Purvis Ellison, they are all out of this game. One bright spot for Boston, though, the play of their rookie, Antoine Walker. He should only be a junior at the University of Kentucky, but he's putting up some very impressive numbers.
Yeah, I like his game, Eric. I'm not sure what his best position is. I think it's probably at small forward. He's a very elusive guy with the ball, has good moves in the basket area, spin dribbles, sliding past defenders. He's very slick around the hoop, but can he shoot it from the edges? That has yet to be proven. He's got to make a better percentage from the free throw line as well, but I think there's a future for this guy in the NBA.
And the Miami Heat hoping that that future does not include tonight. The Heat have won 4 straight, 9 of their last 11. They bring a game-and-a-half lead in the Atlantic Division over the New York Knicks. So much to play for, and we'll tip it off. The Heat and Celts next on Sunshine.
This presentation of Miami Heat basketball on Sunshine Network is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. With fares so low, you have the freedom to go places. By Office Depot, taking care of business for companies of every size, everywhere, every day. By Gatorade Thirst Quencher. For some, recess never ends. Life is a sport. Drink it up. By Outback Steakhouse. No rules, just right. By the Discover Card, the card that pays you back. And by Miller Lite. You've got the great taste of an ice-cold Miller Lite. Life is good.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Fleet Center in downtown Boston. I'll tell you what, nasty, rainy weather this morning, but the sun came out mid-afternoon. A beautiful late afternoon here in New England. And there's your setting for tonight's 4th and final meeting this year. The Heat are 34-12. The Celts at 11-33. Miami and Chicago, only 2 teams in the NBA with 21 road wins. So let's meet your road warriors and the hosting Celtics. Your PA announcer is Andrew Jicka.
Good evening, number 10, Tim Hardaway. The other guard is from Minnesota, 6'4", number 21, Vashawn Leonard. The center is from Georgetown, 6'10", number 33, Alonzo Mourning. At forward from Alabama, 6'8", number 2, Keith Eskins. And at the other forward from Louisiana Tech, 6'11", number 42, P.J. Brown. Trainer of the Heat is Ron Culp, assisted by Jay Sable. Assistant coaches Scotty Robertson, Bob McAdoo, and Stan Van Gundy. Head coach Pat Riley. Introducing the Boston Celtics. At guard from Baylor, 6 foot even, number 4, David Wesley. The other guard is from Arkansas, 6'6", number 13, Todd Day. The center is from Kentucky, 6'9", number 8, Antoine Walker. At forward from Providence, 6'8", number 55, Eric Williams. And at the other forward from North Carolina, 6'7", number 44, Rick Fox. Trainer of the Celtics is Ed Lacerte. Assistant coach is Dennis.
And there's ML Carr. He's the guy that runs this show. Second year as vice president of basketball operations and head coach, and he comes in with a overall coaching record of 44-82. ML Carr, he likes to have a running dialogue with players on the other side. Matter of fact, a week ago when these clubs met Miami, Jackie had a running dialogue with Alonzo Mourning and thought he might be able to get Zoe out of his game. ML, take a hint. Doesn't work.
Well, ML will learn, I think, Eric, that it's more important what happens on the floor.
Well, here's your Southwest Airlines starting matchups. And we look at Antoine Walker trying to defend Alonzo Mourning, but they'll do everything they can to keep it from Zoe. What other matchup do you see of consequence tonight, Doc?
Well, I think David Wesley and Tim Hardaway is a good match, Eric. That's probably the best matchup of this game because both are skilled guys. Wesley's having a very nice season, 17 points a game, over 7 assists per game, and he's stamping himself as a future player for some other team around the league, I would think.
Yeah, he is heading toward free agency. David Wesley coming off a 25-point, 11 assists, 7 rebound, 6 steal game at Toronto the other night. And he is averaging 22 points against Miami in 2 meetings this year. You see the Celts have dominated the all-time series, but Miami looking for the series sweep for the first time ever. Well, you see our officials, our buddies from the Concierge Lounge in Toronto. Dick Bavetta, Joe Borgia, and Ken Maurer.
Now, 3 nice guys, Eric, and they do a very capable job on the floor as well. Bavetta, the most experienced of the lot. In fact, one of the most experienced in the NBA right now.
Alonzo Mourning wins the tip, and the Road Warriors go to work first on the offensive end.
See Wesley applying the pressure right away, physical pressure to Hardaway.
Dante on Askins, and his little bounce pass goes astray. Keep in mind, 59 Miami turnovers in their first 3 games against the Celtics.
Yeah, and that's an ill-advised pass by Keith Askins. You must maintain patience against the Celtic team because you'll end up with high percentage shots.
Celtics allowing 104 points on nearly 49% shooting, and Todd Day threw an ill-advised pass. Hardaway with a steal.
Well, that wasn't even close.
Jimmy Hardaway averaging just about 2 steals a game this year. Zoe guarded by Eric Williams. And a little lack of concentration. Vashawn Leonard let it sail through his fingertips. So 2 possessions and 2 Miami turnovers.
Not a good start, Eric. You cannot take this team lightly. They can score points in bunches, and you cannot afford a lot of turnovers.
This is Rick Fox. He's the captain of the Celtics, having a pretty good year. Eric Williams unloads and hits. The second-year man from Providence coming off his best scoring game of the year, Jackie, at 27 at Toronto on Sunday.
Yeah, he has a pretty good offensive game, Eric. I think to be a consistent player in this league, he has to rebound better. He's got about 5 a game.
Oh, no. An offensive foul on Alonzo Mourning, so 3 trips and 3 Miami turnovers.
Well, take a look. Alonzo Mourning trying to hold off Eric Williams. I don't know where the foul was, but that kind of contact goes on almost with each possession in the NBA among the big guys.
Well, we're a minute 30 in. The Heat yet to get a shot off. Eric Williams, this is what he does best. Fakes the basket and attack over Zoe. And Eric Williams has all the points so far.
Well, he can put it on the floor a little bit, Eric.
Last 5 games, Williams averaging 19 a night. And that foul is against Antoine Walker. He took his turn with Zoe in the post. So the rookie from Kentucky gets Boston's first foul.
Here comes Williams across the lane and throws in that little runner on Zoe, trying to get another foul on Alonzo early.
Tim Hardaway steps back and hits.
Well, Heat 1 for 1 in shooting opportunities tonight.
Yeah, last visit here, Jack, Timmy Hardaway had a masterpiece. 22 points, 13 assists, and 7 rebounds in Miami's win.
Celtics going again. Eric Williams against Zoe.
Trying to get Zoe into foul trouble. Meanwhile, Eric Williams has hit 3 of 3 here in the first few minutes.
I think Pat Riley might go one more possession.
Tim Hardaway buries a triple, so it's Tim Hardaway 5 and Eric Williams 6. Who needs the other guys?
I was about to finish. Pat Riley might go one more possession before he calls a timeout.
And Eric Williams trying to initiate. Fox for 3. And the Celtics on target here in the early moments. Boston has made all 4 of their shots. And the Celtics are in front 9-5. 3 minutes in. Hardaway on the drive. And nobody can stop Tim Hardaway yet.
Now this is Eric. The Heat can get good opportunities with every possession so long as they don't turn it over. Now Pat Riley has made an adjustment. He's putting Mourning on Walker, and he'll try and take him to the hoop.
Not an easy matchup there either. Walker good off the dribble, but turns it over. We've had plenty of turnovers, but no misses yet. 7 shots, 7 makes. Make it 8 for 8. Combined shooting. Leonard burying a 3-pointer, giving Miami its first lead of the night.
Now the Celtics will probably try to go at Mourning each time. Now the Heat switch back, and P.J. Brown is going to play Walker. Now they go here.
Well, here's Eric Williams already with 6 points. Zoe cut him off. Williams put it up, and Brown, who had 14 rebounds in his last visit to Boston, gets his first of this one. Tim Hardaway and Rashawn Leonard, they have been a very potent offensive duo. Brown out to Askins. 8 on the shot clock. Zoe, first of many stuffs for Alonzo.
First, right in the basket area. That's excellent ball movement on the part of the Heat. Got it to Zoe right in the basket area. He can get a ton of those, Eric.
12-9 lead and 7 straight points for Miami. So Alonzo Mourning now 14 dunks in his last 3 visits against Boston. Fox off the mark. P.J. Brown on the board and the outlet. Tim Hardaway waiting for reinforcements. Timmy already with 7 points in this game. Brown, nice dish inside to Zoe. Forced Todd Day into the foul. Second team foul on Boston. Your injury report brought to you by the HIP Health Plan. Kurt Thomas undergoing ankle surgery. Marley and Grant regrouping from their back operations. Raja Ellison and Brikowski on the injured list. But Dee Brown, Greg Minor, and Dana Barros all out of this one, even though they are still on the active roster. P.J. Brown, well, nothing but makes here in the first quarter. Miami shooting lights out. 6 of 6 from the field, and the Heat on a 9-zip run.
And that's just what you can get against this team, Eric. The Heat executing well after that first rash of turnovers.
Well, 100% from the field, a percentage you can enjoy. Williams from the edges. P.J. Brown owning the defensive glass so far. Brown with 3 rebounds. And a steal by Antoine Walker, and he's fouled in the backcourt by Keith Askins. And we get our first timeout. This goes to Boston. 6:34 left in this first quarter. Miami's turned it over 4 times, but they're 6 of 6 from the field and on a 9-0 run.
You're watching Miami Heat basketball on Sunshine Network. Brought to you in part by your local Florida Jeep and Eagle dealers. By Norwegian Cruise Line, the official cruise line of the Miami Heat. And by your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. If you haven't driven a Chevrolet today, you haven't driven today's Chevrolet.
And welcome back inside the Fleet Center. Early evidence why the Celtics are the worst field goal percentage defense team in the NBA, second worst in scoring defense. Plenty of red shirts there for the block. Antoine Walker there for the follow.
Terrific help defense that time, but the ball bouncing loose. Antoine Walker alert to the play and gets the score for the Celtics.
Miami with those 4 turnovers, but 6 for 6 shooting here in the first quarter, and make it 5 turnovers. Brown to an errant pass. Fox on the pick. Wesley on the jumper. Oh, there, Rick Fox third in the league in steals, trailing only Eddie Jones of the Lakers and Gary Payton of the Sonics. Heat lead it by 3. So look out below. Second shot, second dunk.
Now that's an excellent pass by Keith Askins. Zoe with great position inside. Askins from the top of the circle bounced it home.
Lonzo Mourning will celebrate his 27th birthday this Saturday while he's at the All-Star game. Nice looking shot by Todd Day, the former Milwaukee Buck. His first field goal, Todd averaging 12 points a game. Heat by 3, 5:20 left here in the first quarter, and Miami trying to force it inside with another turnover. 6 here in the first quarter.
Quick look at Alonzo Mourning, Eric, as that ball gets passed up top. Askins with the perfect bounce pass inside, and Zoe with the stuffer.
And that's your payback playback, brought to you by Discover Card. Now the Heat with ball handling problems. I'm not sure how many of them Boston has caused, or just sloppy handling here early. Mourning brings down another rebound. Tim Hardaway using the Mourning screen right into Zoe. Third shot, third stuff.
Eric, this is so easy if the Heat will just take time and not force passes. Against a team that has such a giving defense, you want to make sure you get good opportunities each time.
David Wesley driving in for 2. No help. One of the rare times you see that. Meanwhile, on this end, Miami's had an erratic night. 6 turnovers, however, 8 for 8 shooting. Hardaway finds Askins, a corner 3 ball, and finally rims out. As Antoine Walker advances, you see the only talented rookie. Nice pass inside, but a whistle and foul.
Let's go back and take a look at the last scoring play. This is Tim Hardaway with the ball. Alonzo Mourning on a little bump and roll. No help inside. Antoine Walker too late, and Zoe with another crusher right at the basket.
Todd goes backdoor, and Vashawn Leonard called for the foul. P.J. Brown had the foul a moment ago. That's Leonard's first, and Miami's third team foul.
This Celtic unit on the floor, Eric, can score points. You must defend them. You must be alert.
Here's Fox on the run, fouled by Askins, and Rick Fox will shoot a pair. Keith Askins picking up his second foul. Rick Fox, the only Celtic player to start in all 45 games this year, had a rough time shooting against Miami. Last 2 games against the Heat, he's made just 3 out of 21 shots.
He's usually a more consistent shooter than that, Eric, around 45% for the season. Plays a nice all-round game. Gets about 6 or 7 rebounds, 3 to 4 assists a game. Doesn't have a lot of turnovers. Very solid game do you get from Rick Fox night after night.
Sasha Danilovic in the game for Miami. Keith Askins goes to the bench. Despite the brilliant Heat shooting, 8 of 9, their lead is only 2. And another turnover. Incredible. 7 first quarter turnovers. P.J. Brown picks up another foul. Had the block, but will wind up with a second foul, one that puts Miami over the limit with 3:39 left in the first quarter. So a rather uneven first period for Miami. Great shooting, but sloppy ball handling. And as the Heat take timeout, they do with only a 2-point lead. Now here's your news tonight from the front office, brought to you by Office Depot. Tomorrow night's opponent, the Milwaukee Bucks, a team that has lost 4 straight, but 14 in a row against Miami, including what was one of the best wins this year for the Heat, 95-94 at the Bradley Center, December 29th, a night the Heat were without, among others, Alonzo Mourning. A very inspiring win for the Road Warriors that night. But Pat Riley's team uneven here in the first quarter. Great shooting, 8 of 9, but 7 turnovers leading to 8 Boston points already.
And this is the only way the Celtics hang in the game, Eric. In their last win at Toronto, they forced the Raptors into 19 turnovers, good for 30 points. And you just don't want to flirt with that statistic. The Celtics will now go into their full court trap. and hope to get another one.
Now the Celtics second only to Seattle in 2 categories, forcing turnovers over 18 a game and steals more than 10 a night. Leonard bottoms up. Vachon knocking in his second triple here in the first quarter.
Well, that's one of the risks when you trap at the half court and full court. You open up shots like that.
And the Heat have hit 9 of 10. Mourning with a block. Day hangs in there. And out it comes to Eric Williams. 3:10 left in the first quarter. Hardaway knocking it away. Shot clock as you see it at 5. Danilovic, nice tap out to Mourning. And here comes Timmy. He has Ike Austin. And Ike lays it in off the Hardaway assist to put the Heat up 23-18.
That's a good play by Ike Austin. Resisting the urge to slam that one down because he wasn't in good position, caught it, and then banked it home.
Fox and Hardaway with a rebound. So the Heat have made 10 of their first 11 shots. Well, Tim Hardaway got right there but missed the layup.
And he got fouled, Eric. Pat Riley calling for it, but the Heat just don't get it.
Eric Williams, nice spin with the left hand.
Here they come.
Lead for Leonard, racing with Fox, lays it up and in. Amazingly how easy you can score if you handle the basketball well against Boston. Leonard with 8 points in the game. The Heat have scored 7 straight and have made 11 of their 13 shots.
Eric, this could be a 125 to 30 point game for the Heat if they just take care of the ball.
2 minutes left first quarter. Shot clock down to 6 for Boston. And illegal defense on Miami. A call coming from Joe Borgia with just a second left on the 24.
Let's go back and watch this fast break. That's Hardaway. Watch Ike Austin catch, lay it off the glass, and get the sure score. And then cross court, down the floor, Hardaway, Vachon Leonard on the layup.
Leonard and Hardaway each with 7 points. Timmy also already with 5 assists. Arnie Conlon in the game and loses immediately. Here comes Leonard with Danilovic. The trailer.
Nice
Ike Austin with a flying dunk.
Oh, that's a great play by Vachon Leonard. He had a 2-on-2. Knew Ike was coming. Laid it off to the wing. And then got Ike right down the slot.
Embarrassing defense for Boston. I'll tell you what, we've seen some bad defense in this league recently from Phoenix and the Celtics. But, Jack, this is just ridiculous. The Heat 12 out of 14. ML Carr's trapping defense with many, many holes.
Yes, let's take a look at one evidence of it, Eric. This is Leonard. Watch him take it off to the wing a little bit and then slide that ball to Ike Austin, who had been running from the backcourt. Watch Leonard. He sees him. He feels him as much as sees him on a play like that, Eric. Little peripheral vision by Vachon, and Ike running to the open area.
Big springs for Ike getting up there with the finish. Vachon Leonard, Jack, he takes pride in his overall game. Of course, noted for his great long-distance shooting, but playing well-rounded basketball recently for Miami. In fact, he had the 20.6 assists, 5 rebound game last week against Boston. Wesley, oh, he's quick. He snuck in for the layup.
Yeah, Ike Austin has to step out and contest that play off the high screen better.
John Crotty in the game for Tim Hardaway. Well, the Heat lead by 7, their largest lead a moment ago at 29-20. Austin banging with Conlon, throwing it away. 8 Miami turnovers, score the goal. Todd Day on the runner again. You're seeing what the Celtics can do. Making a scramble on defense and turn the free ball into offense.
Yep. Not good footwork by Ike Austin passing out of the double team, and this is a power move by Todd Day. Sasha needs to wrap him up, not take the foul, and give the potential for a three-point play, which Day gets. Now the Celtics trap again.
7 points here in the first quarter for Todd Day. Strange quarter. 8 turnovers for the Heat and 12 for 14 shooting. Danilovic in the morning. So already with 3 dunks. Leonard, a 3-ball. And Lister unable to hold on to the rebound, but it bounces over to David Wesley. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Conlon finds Fox. His 3 airborne.
Nice pass by Marty Conlon.
Rick Fox with a pair of threes. He has 7 points, and the Celts, after trailing by 9, have run off 7 straight points. Check it, 8 in a row for Boston.
John Crotty going to try to create a play against David Wesley.
Shot clock at 3. Leonard down the lane, handed it off to Ike Austin, who lost it out of bounds, and it will be a shot clock violation on Miami. If you add that up, it's the 9th turnover of the first quarter for the Heat.
And this is not pleasing to Coach Pat Riley, you can be sure.
Miami's high turnover game this year, 24 at Denver. Todd Day unable to knock it home from three-point land. So a strange first quarter and game unfolding here at the Fleet Center in Boston. ML Carr's team playing poor defense but creating turnovers. Heat fans, this is an event you don't want to miss. Join the Heat along with many other celebrities at the first annual Heat Family Festival benefiting Safe Space, the University of Miami Pediatric Mobile Clinic, and the Miami Heat Charitable Fund. We invite you to come out to the Grand Bay Towers on Key Biscayne. Circle this date on your calendar, Saturday, March 15th from 2 to 5 in the afternoon. A great family carnival. There's so much to do. For more information on how to support this event by purchasing tickets for your family or sponsoring the event, please call the Heat offices at 305-372-8107 or 577-HEAT. This event is sponsored by Capital Bank in conjunction with the Miami Heat Wives and the Heat Family Outreach. With Jack Ramsey and Andrew Monaco, I'm Eric Reed. Unusual first quarter, Jack. Miami shooting it lights out, 12 out of 15, 80%, but 9 first period turnovers.
Yeah, you would hate to think the Heat would maintain that pace. That would be 36 turnovers in the game, Eric.
Antoine Walker off glass on the tip-in. Second field goal for Walker.
They got the Heat over the top to Walker, missed the shot, but got the tip-in.
Back, the Celtics have scored 10 unanswered points. They go from 9 down to 1 in front. And inside, we get a whistle and a foul on Eric Williams. That's the first on Eric. DJ Brown coming on for the Heat. LaShawn Leonard will go to the bench. For Miami, Leonard and Hardaway each had 7 first quarter points. Hardaway had 5 assists. Alonzo Mourning 6 points. They go 3 rebounds.
Now Pat Riley going with a big lineup. It's Austin Brown and Mourning.
Nice look at Danilovic launching the jumper. Sasha's first bucket tonight. Jack in his first 6 games back since the injury. Danilovic helping off the bench, a dozen points a night.
Oh, I think Sasha's playing well, Eric, in all phases of the game.
That field goal ended the Celts run at 10 straight. Mourning got a piece, and Mourning picks up the foul. That's the second foul on Zoe.
Let's take a look as Eric Williams comes across and Zoe gets him on the hand.
Eric Williams, who had off-season knee surgery, let himself get out of shape. His weight ballooned up to 260 pounds, but he's taken about 30 pounds off, and the game has returned.
Well, certainly. Oh, that's a good play. He beat the trap and get it up quickly, but then allow the Celtics to regroup.
7 points already for Eric Williams. He, Fox, and Day all with 7. Of course, 4 Celts able to pierce the 20-point mark against Toronto. You believe what he does against Boston. 4 shots, 4 stuffs for Zoe.
Eric, it's there for him. You just have to be patient and find the open spots.
Eric Williams trying to bank it up and in. ML Carr seems to enjoy it. Sasha Danilovic picks up his second foul. And here's a look at your cruise to the hoop, brought to you by Alonzo Mourning and Norwegian Cruise Line.
That's Alonzo going past Alton Lister, who took 1 defensive step. But of course, that's not enough. Zoe with the right-hand slammer coming under and over.
Boston's made 7 of 9 free throws here in the first half. And Eric Williams, your top scorer so far tonight with 9 points. 10:28 left in the first half. We are even at 31 as you take a look at the animated ML Carr over on Boston's bench. Used to wave the towel and talk a lot as a player. Still talking a lot as a head coach. Milovic able to get it across. Sasha guarded by Eric Williams. On the runner. Off the rim. Taken down by Marty Conlon. So we stay tied at 31. Marty walking through the lane for the turnover.
Good footwork by Ike Austin. Conlon trying to find the seam in the defense, and there was none. It was stitched tightly.
Sasha open from three-point land.
Boom. Sasha's working hard along the baseline to get open, using the big guys as screeners. Remember, Coach Riley with 3 big guys on the floor, so there's plenty of screening potential out there.
A lot of buoys out there for Miami, and 4 triples already for the Heat. Heat came into this game 3rd in the league in threes made. Walker came up short. He's active. He gets it back. Mourning with his second block. And here comes John Crotty. Nice look back fake for John.
Oh, yes. John Crotty, very slick with the ball, Eric. Has a great sense of when he can take it past defenders. Most defenders expect him to pass the ball, and he's taking enough shots to keep them wary in that department.
The Heat have made 16 of their 20 shots, shooting a nifty little 80% here in the first half. Eric Williams, he's a hard man to contain underneath. He rolls in another, so Williams now has 11. Crotty. And Austin has it taken away by Antoine Walker, flying in for a stuff of his own.
That's what he can do, Eric. He's very quick, very agile, reacts quickly to the defensive situations, and you saw him pick one clean and take it all the way to the ball.
Already 5 steals in this game for Boston. The Heat have turned it over 10 times for 15 Celtic points. That's why even with the great shooting, Miami's only ahead by 1. Danilovic shot faking. Mourning with the offensive rebound. Oh, nothing but red shirts under there, and Ike Austin lays it in softly.
Good look by the man.
Well, the Heat shooting has fallen to 77% now in the first half, Jack. 17 of 22. Williams comes inside and draws another foul against the Heat.
Heat not capitalizing quite well enough on their fast break opportunities, Eric. Have 13 points on 7 breaks, which is not bad. Gives you an opportunity to get 3-point plays, though.
Well, unfortunately for Sasha, he picks up his 3rd foul. He was playing well. He'll have to sit down with 5 points. Sean Leonard is back. And if Leonard's back, Timmy Hardaway figures, hey, me too. Now the starting backcourt returns as John Crotty goes to the bench. Another nice performance here in the first half for John. Heat simply need to do one thing tonight. Take care of the basketball. Tim Hardaway stepping out, picks up the foul, his 1st, and the Heat's 4th. Timmy and Alonzo, both 4-time All-Stars, heading to Cleveland to represent the Heat and the Eastern Conference this weekend. You'll be there as well, Jack, and I'm sure you'll have an enjoyable time working for ESPN Radio.
Oh, it's going to be an interesting weekend, Eric.
Antoine Walker
nice
spinning in. Ike Austin covers up the rebound. 7:30 left in the half. Heat by 3. Ike against Conlon. Easy does it.
Yes, indeed. No contest.
6 points for Austin.
The Heat big guys can score whenever they want. Whenever the Heat doesn't turn it over, Eric, got great opportunities to score with the big men.
18 field goals in 23 attempts here in the first half.
Nice defense for Sean Leonard.
5 on the shot clock. Wesley has to hurry. Finds Marty Conlon for the set shot. And Alton Lister able to run it down but throw it away. Here comes help. Here comes more.
Great passing.
Mike Austin with the Heat's 6th dunk of the first half.
Excellent team play. Unselfish team play by Miami. Now they seem to be getting a rhythm of their offensive game.
Jack Ike Austin, 10 points. He has made all 5 of his shots. Todd Day missing the triple. Austin, well, he's been very active since coming on. And Austin draws the foul.
Eric, let's go back and watch this. This is a classic fast break. You see Hardaway surveying the field, lays it off to Vashawn Leonard. Leonard starts to the hoop, lays it off to Ike, and Ike with the two-hand crusher.
And a timeout to the Celtics with 6:23 left in the first half. The Heat putting on a shooting clinic.
You're watching Miami Heat basketball on Sunshine Network, brought to you in part by Wilderness Country, the only stores with a complete selection of Timberland boots, shoes, clothing, and watches for men and women. And by your Florida Buick dealers, the 1997 Buicks, a new generation of premium automobiles.
And welcome back to Boston as Askins buries a triple. Well, what a great shooting night this has been. Miami's opened up a 10-point lead, their largest of the game. The Heat have made 5 of 7 from three-point land and are 20 of 25 from the field here in the first half.
A lot more crisp with their offensive execution.
Rick Fox fouled as he came in. Miami has scored 9 straight points.
The Heat bench has outscored the Celtic bench in this game, Eric. 17-0, led by Ike Austin's 10.
Tim Hardaway just picked up his 2nd foul. Miami's over the limit as Alonzo Mourning catches some rest. Jack, inside scoring, it's been easier than you would ever believe for Miami. Matter of fact, Ike Austin, Alonzo Mourning, and P.J. Brown combined 10 shots, 10 makes.
Eric, it is that easy, and I don't know what the Celtics can do about it, given their defensive game plan. It's all there for Miami at every possession.
8-point Heat lead with 5:34 left in this first half. A trap on Hardaway and a deflection out of bounds, but the Heat still have 10 seconds to get a shot off.
Tim Hardaway getting ridden pretty hard by the defenders. Coach Riley wants a little respite in that regard.
Timmy threw it away. And the turnover on Miami, their 11th of the game, but just their 2nd here in the 2nd quarter. By the way, I gave you a wrong number before. Miami's turnover high this season, 32 turnovers in the loss at New York back on December 3rd. And a foul inside on Ike Austin. Miami's over the limit. That is the 1st of the night on Ike. Now you look at all these individual stories for the Heat this year. Ike Austin, Vashawn Leonard, more recently John Crotty. Jack, it can't be just a coincidence. What do you think it's all due to? 3 guys sort of coming out of the woodwork in the NBA and having breakout years.
It goes back to the summer work, Eric, I think. Miami putting over 80 players through that tryout program that they had during the summertime, and selecting the ones they thought who would fit in best. And then Coach Riley's use of his bench players, bringing them along and letting them gain confidence in their own games.
Eric Williams has a dozen for Boston. He's the high point man tonight so far. Ike Austin leads the Heat with 10, and P.J. Brown gets a nice roll. So the Heat's 3 inside players are now 11 of 11 from the field, and Todd Day just threw it into row 1, seat 8.
And here comes Miami.
Miami 21 of 26, 81% shooting. Triple misfired. Brown on the tip. Austin sends it out to Leonard. V off to Brown. And Austin runs down the loose ball. Inside to PJ, missed the dunk, but drew the foul.
Pretty good play by Ike Austin. Short penetration, little hang time and ball fake, and then laid it off to PJ.
Todd Day picks up his first foul. PJ Brown, he's had some big rebounding games against Boston this year, averaging 11 rebounds a game in the 3 against the Celts.
You see that play by Ike Austin, and PJ taking it hard to the rack.
Miami's first foul shots of the night. PJ Brown with 6 points and 5 rebounds. The Heat lead by 11. This is their biggest lead so far in this game. Eric Williams got the goal and the foul on Keith Askins. So Keith picks up his third.
Well, Keith Askins felt that he just held his position. Let's take a look at the play. I think he's right. Let's watch Askins. Comes across, straight up and down. I'm not sure you can defend it any better than that.
That's what I thought in live action. Eric Williams makes the free throw. And Williams having a terrific first half with 15 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 5 of 7 from the line. Celtics have outscored the Heat from the free throw line 11-2. Into Brown off his hands and knocked out of bounds by Eric Williams. Oh wait, they call a loose ball foul on PJ. And that's his second. As Alonzo Mourning checks back and Keith Askins goes to the bench.
So Pat Riley goes back to his big lineup. Mourning, Askins, Mourning, Austin, and PJ.
Now PJ Brownjack just picked up his third foul. And Eric Williams shooting his 8th and 9th free throws of the first half.
I don't think Pat Riley's overly concerned. Well, yeah, I think he seems that he is. He's going to bring Willie Anderson in probably for PJ. Willie hasn't seen much playing time. Let's see what the Heat can do with this one.
Look at PJ come down the floor, setting up
nice
Mourning.
Play. Nice execution, ball handling by PJ Brown.
Jack Alonzo Mourning 5 of 5, and they have all been dunks. Heat lead by 8. Conlon on the one bounce. Eric Williams on the attack. Conlon with a rebound. And it comes to Fox for 3. And Alonzo Mourning grabs that one hard. Mourning's 5th rebound. PJ fouled by Fox.
Yeah, another good fast break opportunity. Let's go back and watch PJ Brown playing point guard. Drives it, dishes, and Zoe with another stuffer.
So 18 dunks for Mourning in his last 10 quarters against Boston. Heat getting a bundle in the lane. Celtics without Dino Raja and Purvis Ellison, both on the injured list.
Pat Riley would still prefer to see Miami be more efficient with the ball, Eric.
Just over 3 minutes left, first half. Miami by 9, 52-43. Leonard playing good defense on Fox, but another Heat foul. And it's on P.J. Brown. Pat Riley was trying to sub for him before he could pick up a 4th, and it doesn't work out. Brown will have to sit down with 4 personal fouls to go with 7 points and 5 rebounds.
Well, you see Rick Fox trying to drive past Vashawn Leonard, and P.J. comes over and makes the swipe at the ball.
Jack, the Celtics have been able to do a couple of things tonight. Turn Miami over, the Heat with 12 here in the first half, and they've been able to get Miami into foul trouble as Willie Anderson comes on. He had not played in the last 3 and 4 of the last 5.
Well, this is a team, Eric, the Celtics, that plays their personnel out of position. They use Antoine Walker as a center. Oh, my.
Alonzo banks one in. His first basket, that's not a dunk. Zoe is 6 of 6, has 12 first half points. Back the other way, Fox able to squeeze one in. And Pat Riley not happy with the defense, but even more concerned with Ike Austin, who is still down on the offensive end.
See Ron Culp quickly out on the floor with the timeout.
Oh, sobering scene. This is something the Heat can ill afford, with Kurt Thomas already out for an extended period of time with his second ankle injury of the year.
Well, let's watch the play. Ike Austin trying to handle the ball in traffic, which is not.
Ooh, shoulder to shoulder with Conlon.
Yep. Hopefully that's not a separation, Eric. We'll take another look at the same play. Whack.
Ouch. Now we get a timeout. The injury to Ike Austin stops the clock with 2:52 left in the first half. Miami leads by 7, and some injury concerns as we step out for break. Back in Boston, Mark Strickland into the game for Ike Austin. Misses a lob pass, which could have been a dunk. Mark did have a good game last time we came to Boston with 11 points. Billy Anderson with a rebound. Well, Ike Austin injured his left shoulder. He has been walked to the Heat dressing room with Heat trainer Ron Culp. 2:25 left in the first half. Miami leads by 7. Hardaway. And Marty Conlon with a rebound. Been a strange game. The Heat shooting 70% from the field, also have 12 turnovers. David Wesley posting. Conlon for the jumper, and Willie Anderson runs it down. Now, for the first time tonight, the Heat have missed 2 shots in a row as Hardaway goes to the lane and draws the foul on David Wesley. But while we were away, this is the scene concerning Ike Austin. Again, the left shoulder in a collision with Marty Conlon.
And your concern, Eric, this is hard contact, shoulder to shoulder almost. And your concern is possible shoulder separation there. Hopefully that will not be the case.
Ed Pinckney, one time a member of the Boston Celtics for over 5 seasons. He comes on replacing Alonzo Mourning. Zoe sits down with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 of 6 shooting for Alonzo. Tim Hardaway on the night, 8 points. Make it, yeah, stays at 8. Timmy also has 6 assists. Well, the Heat are up 8. But not a comfortable first half when you consider how well the Heat have shot it. Illegal defense on Miami, second infraction of the game, so a technical foul on the Heat. And coming up at the half, your Hydron Best Defense halftime report featuring Andrew Monaco. He will chat with Jan Volk, the executive VP of the Boston Celtics. Also check the Gatorade scoreboard, and we'll have first half stats and highlights. Celts in this first half, Jack, 16 of 19 at the line.
Yeah, well, they're getting to the line with a lot of isolations, putting their smaller, more maneuverable players against the bigger Heat guys and getting where they want to get, like here.
Todd Day posting up and hitting. Todd Day with 9 first half points, and the Celts have cut an 11-point deficit down to 5. Hardaway setting up Strickland for the rammer. 8 dunks in the first half for the Heat.
Now, terrific penetration by Tim Hardaway. Got through just about everybody on the Celtic defense.
7th assist here in the first half for Timmy. And Anderson created the turnover. Here comes Hardaway out to Leonard, sets for the 3. And Marty Conlon grabs the rebound. Leonard already with 2 triples tonight. Fox, nice move.
Oh, very nice.
Little foxtrot. Rick Fox has 15 points. So Fox and Eric Williams have combined for 32 of Boston's 52. Under a minute left in this first half. Timmy will try a 3. And Marty Conlon brings it down. Celts down by only 5. Day goes right to work. And another Miami foul.
Well, all kinds of mismatches available for the Celtics. Tim Hardaway having to defend Todd Day. Day takes him right to the hole. Celtics pretty much an evenly sized team out there on the floor. All of them between 6'6" and 6'9". So whoever Hardaway and Leonard defend, there's going to be a mismatch. Now they bring David Wesley back in.
Marty Conlon sits down. That foul was on Ed Pinckney. Now the Celtics have outscored Miami at the line 17-4. Boston 17 of 20 at the stripe.
They haven't been close enough to the Miami players to foul them, Eric. That's one of the problems.
Todd Day with 12. Heat lead once 11 here in the second quarter. Reduced to 3. Well, after the Heat break the press, Pat Riley wants them to attack. Hardaway doubled. Leonard in low. Rolls it home. With Sean Leonard in double figures with 10. Back the other way. Fox able to gather it in and lay it up and in. So Rick Fox and Eric Williams with 17 points apiece. Miami leads by 3. Off the deflection, the Heat will have 8 seconds to get off the shot. Now, good news, bad news for Miami. 59 points for them is the good news. 56 points allowed. That's unsettling for this Heat team that prides itself on its defense. Wesley with a steal. Racing with Hardaway and laying it in. Timmy working hard, gets it off in time. And hits a triple for Tim Hardaway, and it counts. Now, talking about getting one back, Tim Hardaway just got 3 back.
Well, he got one back, Eric. He got 3 back, but the Heat have been allowing too many opportunities to the Celtics.
So Timmy beats the clock. Dick Pavetta, great call on the triple. Timmy airborne for the splashdown. Heat shoots 68% in the first half. However, 13 turnovers resulting in 20 Celtic points.
And if you watch Coach Riley walk away even after Hardaway made that field goal, you don't see a very happy man.
A strange first half here in Boston. Welcome back to the Fleet Center in downtown Boston, where the Heat lead the Celts by 4 as we head toward the third quarter. And let's start with the good news first. It was just a bruise for Ike Austin, that left shoulder. They did take an x-ray, and Jack, I think they found that it was more a shot to the trapezoid muscle than shoulder to shoulder. And you see Ike out there warming up. Probable to return, and that's great news for Miami. If they were to lose Austin for an extended period of time, that would certainly impact this team in a negative way. They would have very little front court depth without him.
No, it would certainly put them in tough straits, Eric, and would force Pat Riley to go even deeper into his bench. That would mean Mark Strickland and Martin Mursep, players of that level who are relatively inexperienced this season, but hopefully Ike is okay and will be able to perform in this half.
Yeah, I had a little flashback when Ike went down. Remember last year the Heat came to Boston with an 11-3 record, and Billy Owens separated his shoulder, and that's when the injuries began to unravel what was a great start. Let's show you the highlights from this first half, brought to you by Outback Steakhouse.
Well, we're going to start off, Eric, with Eric Williams, who had a very productive first half as he took it against Alonzo Mourning, trying to get Zoe in foul trouble, and that resulted in a runner off the glass for him. And then Alonzo retaliating, a nice pass by P.J. Brown. He takes it by Alton Lister with no trouble and throws down a right-hand stuffer. And then Ike is going to get a good opportunity inside against Marty Conlon. Ike with a couple of inches advantage on Conlon, shows his little whirl and twirl move, getting the score. And then Rick Fox. You called this the foxtrot. Rick Fox, little change of direction against Willie Anderson, and gets that one to go. The Heat stayed a long time in the locker room, Eric. I think Coach Riley took him to the verbal woodshed, and laid some criticism on them, and you see the stats there.
Now, Miami on the year, allowing only 88 points a game on a league best 42% against. And you see the Celtics doing much better than that. And Jack, so many fouls against Miami, resulting in 21 free throw attempts for Boston. Here are your double figure scores. Alonzo Mourning 6 of 6. Rick Fox and Eric Williams 17 apiece. So we can be quite sure that the essence of Pat Riley's talk was centered on this end of the floor performance.
Yes, and the ball handling, Eric. I think those two phases of the game, the Heat have been negligent in both.
By the way, Miami leading Pitt in college basketball back in Miami, 44-23. Your second half score there. As Fox drains a triple as the shot clock ringer rang out. By the way, Ike Austin starting this second half in place of P.J. Brown. So your injury worries with Ike put to rest. Leonard with a triple. Bashan Leonard, 3 of 5 from three-point land tonight.
And Coach Riley applauds the offensive effort. And now he wants his guys to get down and do the job at the defensive end, an area in which they're usually excellent.
Jack Leonard, 12th in the league with his three-point percentage, 42%. Hard to believe it. He's already got 83 triples this year. Terrific work for Bashan. Eric Williams, wild hook. Leonard with a rebound. The Heat lead it by 4. As always, delighted to have you with us with Jack Ramsey, Andrew Monaco, and our Sunshine Gang, Jim Dussel and Paul Newman in the Sunshine Network broadcast truck. We're going to whistle inside. This will be a foul on Eric Williams.
Yes, Heat moving the ball smartly from strong side to weak side, and that opens up Alonzo Mourning right there. And Eric Williams trying to contest, though, drew the foul.
So we will focus in this half on how well the Heat can handle the basketball and does their defense get back to work.
Oh, that's excellent.
Oh, beautiful feed. Ike Austin assisting Tim Hardaway.
That's another skill that Ike has that all the coaches admire. He's an excellent passer for a big guy. And you can always use that quality among your players.
Now Hardaway and Leonard each have 13 points for Miami. So the backcourt collaborating for 26. Fox overshot it for the air ball, and Ike Austin down with his 5th rebound. Heat by 6, 2 minutes into the second half. Zoe missing the short jumper. That's the first jump shot he's had to settle for tonight. Everything's been inside with force for Alonzo. Todd Day doubled. Inside to Williams, and the Celtics capitalize on Miami double teaming.
Yeah, Miami doesn't often double team, but Pat Riley's trying to reduce the opportunities of big and little inside. Good pass by Day.
Doc Rick Fox has 20. Eric Williams 19. They've been the top 2 performers for Boston tonight. Ike Austin turning on Antoine Walker, who sends it back. Here comes Fox for David Wesley. Nice turn on the baseline. David Wesley, 8 points. And the Celtics have been pesky, to say the least. They are down by only 2.
They keep hanging in the game, Eric, with mismatches and runs out. Fortunately, the Heat has not turned it over yet.
A little frightening, though, because Miami's shooting 67%, and they are still in a dogfight. Mourning could not hold on. Here comes Antoine Walker. Todd Day back to the rookie. And the Celtics have evened the score. That's their best way to score in transition. They're going to have a tough time grinding it out in the half court. And Alonzo Mourning fouled by Todd Day, or else he would have rung up his 6th dunk of the night. Todd Day's 3rd foul.
Now let's watch Day in transition here. Day, a little mustard on that one. Antoine Walker with the 2-hand crusher.
Jack, Antoine Walker will take part in the Schick rookie game on All-Star Weekend, and he will play for Red Auerbach, who will coach the Eastern Conference rookies. That ought to be interesting.
Oh, it will be interesting, Eric. And another favorite of mine, Red Holzman. Neither of those guys red anymore. But Red Holzman will coach the opposition.
I mean, those 2 guys would settle for gray. There's Antoine. His basketball education will add another page when he suits up for Red Auerbach. Alonzo Mourning with both free throws, so Zoe has 14 tonight.
I wonder if Auerbach's team wins that game, if he'll light up the victory cigar, as was his tradition.
Eric Williams tees one up. Eric Williams, 21 for Williams. Coming off a 27-point game, Zoe missed the layup. Fighting for it back, and out of bounds. It'll stay with Miami. 8:09 to go in this third quarter, a quarter that's seen the Celtics hit 5 of their 7 shots. Boston getting 41 points out of Fox and Williams tonight so far.
That was the first time that Zoe tried to bank it home when he missed that shot. He usually just takes it up and flushes it.
Inside to Zoe, he flushes that one.
Eric Williams tried to deny Mourning his path to the basket.
And Eric Williams took a shot to the eye, and the Celtics call for a 20-second timeout. Alonzo Mourning, last 3 games with Boston, has had at least 6 dunks, and he has 6 tonight. The Milwaukee Bucks already in Miami, resting and waiting. The Bucks and the Heat tomorrow night at Miami Arena. You'll see it right here, beginning with Dave Lamont in the pregame at 7. But there are some good seats available for tomorrow night's game, so we hope to see you inside the Heat's house. Purchase your Heat tickets. You can go to the Miami Arena box office or call Ticketmaster at any one of the Ticketmaster outlets in Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, or call the Heat office at 305-577-HEAT. The Heat have been pretty good at home. Matter of fact, they've won 6 of their last 7 on the home court. And here are your numbers to purchase tickets for tomorrow night's game between the Heat and the Bucks. Last game before the All-Star break.
The Heat does not yet have control of this game, Eric. Obviously, we have a 2-pointer here, but just the level of play has allowed the Celtics to hang around plays like this, isolations.
David Wesley on the drive, lost his footing. 4 on the shot clock. Eric Williams, 21 already. Antoine Walker, he's a lively jumper. He comes up with a tip and has 10 points. And again, this game even, this time it's 71.
I thought that ball might have been on the cylinder, but no protests by the Heat coaches or players.
Tim Hardaway from the top. Zoe with the offensive board. Hardaway again, this one a 3. Book it, Timmy Hardaway, his 3rd triple of this game. And Timmy now has 16 points to share team high honors with Mourning. Heat with 8 triples tonight as Walker missed the layup. Mike Austin with his 6th rebound of the game. Leonard.
Hardaway to Leonard. How often have we seen that so far? And how much more will we see it in the balance of this season?
Plenty and plenty more. LaShawn Leonard, 16 points, so 3 Heat players with 16. Miami, 9 of 15 from three-point land. Well, the Heat came in 3rd in the league behind Houston and Atlanta in threes made. They have moved past the Hawks with their 9 triples so far tonight. Welcome back to the Fleet Center in Boston. Miami leads by 6, just under 6.5 to go, 3rd quarter. If you like offense, you're on the right channel. Antoine Walker called for steps. And that turnover against Boston. Jack, the Heat have yet to commit a turnover tonight, and they've yet to lose a game. Actually, they've lost 1 game in 10, and they've made 10 triples or more, and Miami 9 of 15 from behind the arc tonight.
I think the turnovers are the big issue. Oh my, this is so.
Mourning stripped, and there is Miami's first turnover of the 3rd quarter. Eric Williams got the bucket of the foul. Oh, he's tough inside.
Yes, he is, Eric. He's run the floor well. He's shown the ability to put it on the floor and drive it past his defender and knock down the open jumper. Here he goes on the floor. Little hang time. Spin it off the glass. That's a nice play. Alonzo Mourning getting that ball inside and getting the ball stripped as he took it toward the basket.
Alonzo Mourning picked up his 3rd foul. Eric Williams, his 7th 20-point game this year. He has 24. Nice pass inside by Timmy. Ike Austin was fouled by Fox. Foul on Fox, 3rd against the Celtics. It's number 2 on Rick. Well, the offensive story for the Celts has been Eric Williams. He has really found his game again now that he's back in shape. A career best 27 last time out against Toronto, and 24 in this game. 8 of 14 from the field, 8 of 10 from the floor.
The Celtics continue to hang around in this game, Eric, which always makes a coach feel uneasy.
Yes, no comfort for the Heat here at the Fleet Center so far. Day over Mourning. Todd Day with 14.
The Celtics continue to find mismatches.
Celtics are shooting 51%. Timmy for 3. And the Heat have their 10th triple of this game. Timmy Hardaway with 19 points, 7 of 11 shooting.
Now they have to find a way to put a stop to the Celtics at the defensive end.
David Wesley. Antoine Walker with the offensive board. Wesley will try another 3.
As always, Eric, the second opportunity is a charm for the offensive team. Give them second chances. Teams will invariably make good use of it.
What a strange game this has been. Miami shooting lights out, 65%, but still in a dogfight. That's a shootout as Hardaway's triple rimmed out. Ike Austin there for the putback.
And they need a lot of that, Eric, on shots that they miss, and they're shooting a high percentage. Get that offensive glass.
Austin has 13 points and 7 rebounds. Dick Bavetta sees something that he objected to. And the foul is on Alonzo Mourning, and that's trouble. So Mourning and P.J. Brown each with 4 fouls. What's Pat Riley to do? Send in Ed Pinckney. Rick Fox and our statistician and / entrepreneur Jim Stamos having a little conversation. Jimmy informed Ricks. You only got about a half hour left. Play hard. Eric Williams.
Nice drive.
He's having a terrific game.
Took it right past Ed Pinckney all the way to the hoop.
26 points for Eric Williams. And the Heat lead down to 2 with 4:15 left in this 3rd quarter. Hardaway fouled by David Wesley. Second on Wesley. 4th team foul on Boston. As Brett Szabo checks in. First time we see the goggled Mr. Szabo. Signed for the rest of the year, January 30th, after a couple of 10 days. Rick Fox goes to the bench.
Well, the Celtics have no depth, Eric. They just put their 5 athletes out there and let them go at it.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't reached out for another 10-day. They've got 3 injured players still on their active roster. One of those injured players, Dana Barros, expected to have surgery on his left foot next week. Oh, rainbow triple for Tim Hardaway. Jack, that's his 5th triple of the game. It's the 4th time he's reached at least 5 threes in a ball game.
Stop and pop move.
Now before the shot. Tim Hardaway, 11 points here in the quarter, 22 for the night. There's Dana Barros in the 2nd year of his 6-year, $21 million deal. Scheduled to undergo surgery next week. It will be a career low in games played for him, just 24 this year. D. Brown scheduled to return sometime after the All-Star break. That foul was on Askins, his 4th foul tonight, as he pulls down the rebound on Todd Day's miss. So Askins, Brown, and Zoe all with 4 fouls. Timmy's feeling it. Austin gathering up another miss.
Oh, that's nice play, Ike Austin.
Drew the foul on Brett Szabo. Ike having a good night.
Getting good rebound position. And then starting toward the hoop and a little pump fake. Watch him. Right there. Pump it. Get the defender up in the air. Get yourself to the free throw line.
Celtics are over the limit. Ike Austin collecting the first of 2, heading toward his 6th double-double of the year. As you look at the numbers, the first half injury scare, just that.
Let's see if the Heat can muster up a tough segment of defense here. Open up some daylight in this game.
Right now, 7-point Heat lead. Antoine Walker working well. That's a goaltend on Ed Pinckney.
Yep. Ball hit the board, and then Pinckney touched it. You cannot touch the ball after it hits the backboard or rim.
Little run and jump defense in the backcourt for Boston as Hardaway races across. And Ike Austin there for that feed. Leonard in the lane draws the foul. Well, you attack that press and go for the score. Foul was on Antoine Walker, his second.
The ball got quickly into the front court, and then Austin to Leonard, and Deshaun gets hit pretty hard as he takes it to the hoop.
Deshaun Leonard starting his 12th game of the year tonight, his 11th in a row. What a breakthrough season for V. As Fox comes back, Eric Williams goes to the bench with a game-high total of 26 points. Former Providence College star. Sean Leonard last 21 games averaging 15 a night and has 18 tonight. Well, the Heat lead by 7. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Miami shooting 64% on the night. Also have 11 triples in 19 tries. Walker measuring up. Antoine Walker, 8 points here in the third quarter. He's got 14 for the game, along with 9 rebounds. Well, the Heat have built leads, but they haven't been able to keep many. Leonard launching, getting a very nice roll. The shooter's touch.
Yep. Well, he shoots a soft ball, Eric. Has nice rotation on his shot. He's going to lay softly on the rim.
Fox mishandles and runs it down. By the way, Deshaun Leonard, 20 points on 7 for 10 shooting. Fox squares up, buries a triple. And that is his 4th three-pointer of the night. He's got 23 points. So the Heat lead is 4 with 2 minutes left in the third. Hardaway shreds David Wesley's defense, and from behind, Wesley picks up the foul, and we get a timeout to Miami with a Heat up 4.
You're watching Miami Heat basketball on Sunshine Network, brought to you in part by AirTouch Paging, the official pager of Sunshine Network. Call 1-800-6-AIR-TOUCH for information. By Discount Auto Parts. Go with the pros you know at Discount Auto Parts. By Public Supermarkets, where shopping is a pleasure. And by Mobile Friendly Serve, the fast and friendly fuel up. Mobile, how can we help you?
Now this compact Iowa audio system, a complete music center with 3-disc CD changer, AM/FM tuner, dual cassette deck, speakers, and remote. Call 1-800-BUY-IOWA. With Dr. Jack Ramsey and Andrew Monaco, I'm Eric Reed. Welcome back to the Fleet Center in Boston. You might think there's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter with that score. Looks like Miami's defensive streak of 21 straight, holding opponents under 100, may be coming to a close. But stats aren't the concern. This game is the concern.
Yes, winning this game, Eric, is a major concern to Coach Pat Riley as he surveys the scene from the sideline. He doesn't like the tempo of this game, nor the fact that the Heat has not been able to shut the Celtics down defensively.
Timmy Hardaway has 23 points, 10 assists in this one. Celtics shooting 53% from the field. The starters have all their points, not a single point off Boston's bench tonight. All 5 starters in double figures as Ed Pinckney comes up with a block.
Nice defensive segment there.
Back right now, P.J. Brown and Alonzo Mourning on the bench with 4 fouls. P.J. has not played at all here in the second half. And that foul is on Ike Austin for setting a moving screen. His second foul tonight.
Let's take a look. Ike. Let's see if Ike moves. He did not appear to. Let's see. Looked like he was standing still.
Minute 20 left, third quarter. Wesley splits the defense. Nice setup. Marty Conlon rejected by Askins. But Joe Borgia says Keith committed the foul, and that is number 5 on Askins.
Let's take a look at this play. This is a nice play. David Wesley splits the defenders, takes it strong, and then dishes it off. Looked like Askins had all ball, but some body contact. Joe Borgia called the body contact.
Sasha Danilovic getting set to come back. And the Celtics still looking for their first points off the bench. Conlon missing the first. So Askins goes to the bench with 3 points, couple rebounds, and 5 fouls. Brett Szabo sits down for Boston. Eric Williams is back. And the Celtics still looking for those first bench points. Walker caught his own air ball.
He just, he's like on a pogo stick, Eric. He just keeps going up and down.
14 points, 11 rebounds for the rookie. Leonard has it sent back, and he recovers with a minute left in the third quarter. Miami's lead is only 3. This game playing at the helter-skelter pace the Celtics are used to. Austin straight away, bottoms up.
Yeah, Ike Austin improving consistently in just about every phase of his game, knocking down that face-to-basket jumper.
Walker got fouled by Austin.
That's another good play by David Wesley. Quick, sharp penetration, draw the defender, good bounce pass off. Take a look at the play. Watch him going left, change direction as Austin steps up, dishes to Walker. Austin on the slap hit. So Walker for 2 at the line.
First free throws tonight for Antoine Walker. He's a fine first-year player, averaging 15 points a game and 8 rebounds tonight. He's got 10 points here in the third quarter.
Only 56% from the free throw line, however. Area he must improve on.
Beat by 4, 7 to shoot. Leonard lost his footing. 3 on the shot clock. Leonard got all the way there. But Walker down with his 12th rebound. And the Celtics within 4 can draw closer as the third quarter winds down.
Screen and roll for Wesley. He's good at it.
The 3 bounds out. Fox, another 3. And the shootout moves on to quarter 4. We got a dogfight brewing here at the Fleet Center in Boston. The Heat by 4 on the road. Norwegian Cruise Lines are giving away a 7-day cruise to a lucky Heat fan every night when you play the NCL 100-point cruise giveaway contest. If the Heat score 100 or more points tonight, and I would think that's likely since they have 95 right now as we start the 4th, one lucky fan will win a 7-day cruise. Tonight's contestant is Matthew Plain from Wellington, Florida. And we welcome you back. Quarter 4 here in Boston. Keep in mind the Heat are 30-3 this year when they have the lead through 3 quarters. 18-1 on the road. But Jack, the defense not up to Miami standards.
No, certainly not, Eric. The Heat, which was enjoying a 30 to 20 point advantage at one point in this game in low post scoring, now finds themselves even at 38 points. And part of that is due to the fact that Tim Hardaway has gotten his perimeter game going, but also the Celtics are getting what they want inside.
Timmy Hardaway with 5 triples. Vashawn Leonard has 4. They've been the top scorers tonight for Miami. Hardaway 23 points, 11 assists. Leonard with 20 points. And Haughton Lister with a rare block this year for him. Matter of fact, just his 5th block shot of the season.
Let's take a look at Hardaway working at the low post and shooting that one close to goaltending. Let's see what the Heat will have.
Right now the shot clock ran out. Dick Pavetta going to make an adjustment to that.
We're going to get 1 full second. This is time for a catch and stuff, or a catch and quick shot.
There's the catch. There's your quick shot. Ooh, but a shot clock violation. It never got rimmed.
That's a good play. As usual, the Heat comes up with a productive opportunity, but Ike Austin missed everything.
Your scoring leaders for Boston: Eric Williams with 26. Rick Fox has 23. All 91 points for the Celtics from their 5 starters. The bench has responded with nothing but goose eggs. Conlon. Well, so much for that. Marty Conlon, first points from a bench player tonight for Boston, and it brings the Celts within 2.
Pat Riley is going to have a field day with his videotapes after this game, Eric.
Hardaway on the crossover, lost it into the backcourt.
Oh,
great hustle by
yes,
Fox.
indeed.
And knocked out of bounds by Wesley. You're seeing supreme effort from a Celtic team that is 22 games under 500. Miami 22 games over 500. But getting all they can handle from these Celtics tonight as Alonzo Mourning and P.J. Brown come back, both with their 4 fouls. 3 to shoot. A deep one for Sasha. Whoa. Nothing but air. ML Carr likes the energy his team is playing with. They're down 2. Just under 11 minutes left in what has been a most unsettling evening here in Boston. Lister in the game for the Celts right now. The 16-year veteran. He's 38 years old. And he's had injury problems all year. Shoulder surgery mid-September. Now playing with sore hamstrings. Shot clock at 8.
Celtics going to try and draw fouls on PJ.
Marty Conlon using the footwork. No basket. A traveling violation on Conlon, who's noted for his low post work. That time he shuffled his feet.
Well, he's a great guy for pump and fake and step under, but he moved both his feet before shooting the ball.
Well, the Heat have not trailed here in the second half. Twice in the third quarter, the Celts tied the game, but Miami has yet to surrender the lead here in the second half. Danilovic measures a 3. Mourning down with a rebound, and he lost it to Conlon. Nice pass ahead for Williams. Has Fox with him, and Leonard wraps up Eric Williams. And I'll tell you what, when you foul this guy, you better make sure to wrap him up good. He can finish.
Yes, but that's the proper foul. You're going to see Alonzo Mourning coming off with the rebound, but not being able to handle Marty Conlon, sensing the open court up front, takes it to Williams, and Williams strong to the hoop. Good foul by Vashawn Leonard to prevent the score. Make Williams earn it at the free throw line, where he's a pretty good free throw shooter, Eric. 77% for the season.
And the Dr. Jack jinx still in effect. Well timed, Jack. Well timed. Eric Williams has tied his career high coming in his last game. He has 27 again tonight. Heat by 1, just under 10 to play. Leonard missed the runner but draws foul. And it's always nice to see Vashawn mix up his game. The threes accented with off the dribble work.
I'll tell you what else I liked about that play, Eric. When he got to the basket and knew that he was going to be contested there, he stuck the ball, even though it was with his left hand, right at the defender to make sure he'd get to the free throw line.
Eric Williams picked up his 3rd foul. And it's great when Leonard can work his way to the free throw stripe. He's a good free throw shooter at 81%, and he's 3 for 3 tonight. Antoine Walker in. David Wesley, the point guard, sits down with 11 points and 5 assists.
And guess what, Eric? This makes Antoine Walker the point guard on this team.
Marty Conlon brings down the rebound. Leonard has 21 points for Miami. Tim Hardaway has 23.
And now mismatches abound for the Celtics.
That's kick on Miami and also a foul. John Crotty picks up the foul. Crotty giving Tim Hardaway a breather right now. Timmy on the bench with 23 points and 11 assists.
Crotty is defending Rick Fox, and Vashawn Leonard against this guy, Antoine Walker, who can put it on the floor.
Heat lead is only 2. Fox comes backdoor, lays it in. P.J. Brown very tentative with those 4 fouls. And Pat Riley wants his 22nd timeout. For the 3rd time here in the second half, Boston has pulled right alongside of Miami.
I think Pat Riley wants to settle his team down, make sure of the defensive assignments, how they are going to defend the bigger guys. The Celtics have a team on the floor now where both Rick Fox and Antoine Walker have considerable size advantage on their matchups.
Rick Fox with 25 points. They'll join the Miami Heat along with celebrities like Sylvester Stallone, Daisy Fuentes, Don Shula, Dan Marino, Boris Becker, and a host of others at the first annual Heat Family Festival, benefiting Safe Space, the UM Pediatric Mobile Clinic, and the Miami Heat Charitable Fund. Come out to the Grand Bay Towers, Key Biscayne, Saturday, March 15th, 2 to 5 in the afternoon, for this carnival featuring 25 carnival booths, a dunk tank, celebrities, Bernie the Heat dancers, great food, and a whole lot of fun. For more information on how to support the event by purchasing tickets or sponsoring the event, dial 305-372-8107 or dial the Heat at 305-577-HEAT. Well, this has turned into an adventure for Miami, tied at 96, 9:27 to play. John Crotty setting up Sasha for a look at 3. And Rick Fox down with a rebound. Now, you hate to see this kind of game against a Boston team that has the 2nd worst record in the East and the 3rd worst record in the NBA.
Now the Heat go to double teaming against the mismatches.
Eric Williams lost it out of bounds. And last touch by Miami. Well, the offense has cooled for the Heat. They've missed their first 5 shots here in the 4th quarter. And you see the points inside. The Celtics feasting in the second half.
Yep. The mismatches being big.
And Jack Alonzo Mourning, 6 of 6 in the first half. He's been able to get just 3 shots here in the second half.
Well, he has sat out a good portion of it, Eric, with foul trouble, but he's getting double teamed on the catch now, so he's not having those clean looks.
Well, the Heat have solved their turnover problems, but the defense has troubled them tonight. P.J. Brown inside, got fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's very well executed by the Heat, reversing the ball to John Crotty, and then as P.J. Brown got good position inside, you see P.J. in the paint there and getting the catch and drawing the foul.
Well, he'll try to untie this deadlock at 96. P.J. Brown with 8 points tonight. Heat are 14 of 19 at the line. Celtics are 21 of 28. And 1 of 2 in a tight game, not good enough. .840 left in this game. And Eric Williams threw it right into the arms of P.J. Brown. The lead for Leonard. Vachon couldn't hold on, and he went down hard. So back comes Boston off Miami's 18th turnover. Fox for 3. Boom.
And would you believe this? The Celtics with a 2-point lead.
On Rick Fox, 5th triple. Fox has 28 points. Mourning, he'll go to the line. Alton Lister with a foul.
Heat now beginning to get to the line as they get the ball in the basket area. Now they've got to knock some of these down. Here comes Alonzo driving the baseline as Lister makes his 1-move defensive slide.
3rd team foul on Boston. Yes, Wednesday, Boston's best day.
That was a line drive free throw by Alonzo Mourning.
Scary game. And much time left in it. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left. Heat are down by 1. Mourning has 17. Rick Fox with 28. Eric Williams with 27.
Now they're going to Antoine Walker inside.
And Leonard, with a size disadvantage, picks up the foul, and that is his 2nd. For the Heat, their 3rd team foul. Now Miami hasn't given up 100 points in a game since Indiana did it on the 17th of December. Been 21 games in a row holding opponents under 100, and that's about to come to an end. Mourning with big-time defense there. He looked to reclaim the lead down 1. Pops out for PJ, and Rick Fox with a rebound. Miami 0 for 6 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Remember, this game started out with the Heat making their first 8 shots. Conlon from the foul line.
Well, he can make that.
4 points from Marty, all here in the fourth quarter. And the Celtics 101, the Heat 98. Timeout, Miami.
Celtics by 3, that time remaining in the fourth period. This is Antoine Walker drawing the double team. That leaves Marty Conlon open. Nobody steps up, and Conlon knocks down the 12-footer.
Celtics are 4 of 5 in the fourth quarter. The Heat are 0 for 6. It's a game Miami led by 11 back in the second quarter, but that seems like a long time ago.
And even then, Eric, you never felt like the Heat was in control of this game.
Celtics have outscored the Heat here in the fourth quarter 10-3. It has been a most unusual game for Miami, but you knew trouble was waiting with this Boston team that plays an unorthodox style that has given the Heat fits this year, even though Miami has won the first 3 meetings. Fox with a steal. Oh, he's the 3rd best in the league in steals, and he comes up with another, and that's the 19th Miami turnover. The Celtics already have 31 points off Miami turnovers.
Antoine Walker against Rashawn Leonard.
Matchup the Celtics want to ride into Alton Lister. 4 on the shot clock. The big hook, and Eric Williams beats Mourning to the offensive rebound. Just the 3rd rebound tonight for Williams, who has 27 points. Fox has 28. Hardaway back in the game for Miami. He leads the Heat with 23. Mourning with a block, his 3rd block shot tonight. 6:32 to play. 8 on the 24 for Boston. Celtics leading it by 3. Fox. Lister with a rebound. Well, the Heat twice have been unable to clear the defensive board, but Brown with a steal. Hardaway for Leonard. Riding in, it sticks, and the foul. Tim Hardaway with his 12th assist. Rashawn Leonard pulls even with Timmy with 23 points.
Let's watch Alton Lister throw that pass across his body. That's what bad footwork will do for you. And then Hardaway on the good layoff to Rashawn Leonard, who gets a little ticky-tack foul, gets the hoop, and has a chance for the 3-point play.
Ike Austin comes out. Keith Askins comes on. That foul was on Eric Williams, his 4th of the game. And that is the 4th team foul on Boston. As Antoine Walker goes to the bench, Todd Day returns. Walker sits. Another double-double for the rookie. 17 points, 13 rebounds. And we are tied at 101. Rashawn Leonard, a career-high 24 points for Leonard tonight.
And the Heat goes into its version of the trap.
So with another block, P.J. Brown looking for the timeout, unable to get it.
So the Celtics get a new 24, Eric. You see Alonzo Mourning come over and make that block. Terrific play there. PJ trying to call time. Dick Pavetta said didn't happen.
Tied at 101. 6:12 left in the game. A wild finish in store here at the Fleet Center in Boston. David Wesley working against Hardaway to the lane over Mourning. Whoa, what a shot. Wesley with 13. He gives the lead back to the Celtics.
Creative play by David Wesley. He had to double clutch that and get it over Alonzo Mourning. Take a look at this. This is an outstanding play. David Wesley going to beat Tim Hardaway on this crossover. Nicely done. And then when Mourning comes at him, he just lofts it away from Zoe. right into your living room. Well done by Wesley.
Down the other end, Rick Fox picked up his third foul, but that foul puts Boston over the limit with 5:49 to go. Miami down 2 shots for Alonzo Mourning.
Now free throws down the stretch going to be very critical in this game, Eric.
The Heat are 16 for 24 at the foul line tonight. Mourning is 3 out of 6. 17 points, 9 boards, 4 blocks for Alonzo. Came so easily to him in the first half. Well, the Heat trail by 1. Under 6 minutes left as Wesley comes baseline. And the Fox. And Fox fouled by Askins, and that'll do it for Keith. He fouls out of his second game this year. 3 points, 2 rebounds, only logged 22 minutes.
Well, again, Keith Askins felt he had very good defensive position. And I would tend to agree. Let's watch the play. Let's see where Askins is. Now he reached across. Now it's a good foul call. Keith reached across as Rick Fox tried to take it strong to the hoop.
4th team foul on Miami. Ike Austin will come on for Askins. Austin returns to the game with 17 points and 9 rebounds. The 17 points equals his season high. He's gotten to this point 3 different times this year as Fox makes the first. He's got 29. And Rick Fox reaches 30 points for the 3rd time this year. His season high 33 in a win against Portland. Celtics lead by 3, 105 to 102. And a brick for Tim Hardaway from three-point land. Getting a little bit concerning here with 5:12 left. Miami trailing 105-102. Wesley stripped by Hardaway, who saved it into P.J. Brown. That's a big-time stop. Here's Leonard coming baseline. Forced it up and hit it, looking for the foul. Instead, he gets the deuce to bring Miami within 1. Leonard having a career night with 26. And Vachon with 6 points here in the 4th quarter. He's the only Heat player with a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Todd Day, tough shot.
Eric, this is one of those nights for the Celtics when they just feel free and easy. They're happy to be in the game. So they feel no pressure in this contest whatsoever. Everything they throw up has a chance to go in.
Todd Day with 16. Todd Day with a foul, and that'll put Leonard at the line for a pair. The Celts are over the limit, and Todd Day picks up his 4th foul as Antoine Walker comes on for Marty Conlon. 4:19 to play. Heat trail by 3. And Marty gets a nice round of applause.
But Celtics are back to their starters for the last 4 minutes plus. Let's watch Tim Hardaway on this deflection. Passes it in, PJ. And then back to Hardaway.
John Crotty coming on for the Heat. And he will sit down Ike Austin. So the Heat goes with 3 guards.
Now this is going to make for some problems defensively, but Coach Riley did this in the Cleveland game, and it paid him big dividends.
He'd have 11 points here in the 4th quarter, and Vachon Leonard has 8 of them.
So Crotty will defend Wesley. Hardaway has the tough job of trying to stop Todd Day down low. Now they go for that mismatch.
Out to Williams, 8 to shoot. Fox loads up. Off the mark. With a rebound of Wesley. Off the mark. Walker, no. Twice, 3 times, no. And Mourning corrals a big rebound with a Heat down 1, 3:52 to go. Timmy pulls up. Brown on the tip. Brown twice. P.J. Brown with a huge tipper to put Miami ahead by 1.
Now let's see if this can work again, Eric. The small lineup.
And the 3.5 minutes to play. David Wesley against John Crotty. Good D. 5 to shoot. Williams does. Rattles out. Loose ball taken by PJ.
Chance to run.
This is winning time. Celtics have missed their last 5. Crotty on the attack for 2.
John Crotty once again to the rescue. You gotta love it.
Well, the Road Warriors are used to winning close games away from home. They lead by 3. 3:10 left.
Crotty.
Now, the last minute has been good to that young fella. Miami Heat have scored the last 4 points, lead at 110 to 107. John Crotty, PJ Brown clicking for the last 4 points for Miami. Your league leaders brought to you by Public Supermarkets. You got it right. The Heat with the second best record in the NBA. They need to close the door on Boston right here. 3:07 left, Heat by 3. Eric Williams working against Zoe. Todd Day fires a triple. And that was not a good-looking shot for Boston. No. And this is where you hope the Celtics unravel the Miami's winning defensive pressure.
Well, that was just poor judgment by Todd Day. With all of the options they had, they didn't need a long perimeter jump shot from Day.
The Celtics have missed their last 6 shots from the field. 2:43 to go. Hardaway on the yo-yo. Wesley, good defense. Zoe fouled by Eric Williams.
Ooh. Tim Hardaway trying to get a shot against David Wesley, could not get shooting space, and rather than get called for a violation or take a bad shot, he threw that pass in good hands and good reaction by Alonzo Mourning for the catch and the thrust to the basket. Zoe at the line for 2.
5 fouls on Williams. So 5 straight points for Miami now. Actually 7 unanswered points for the Heat.
So there's still a lot of mismatches available to the Celtics. Rick Fox against Rashawn Leonard. Tim Hardaway against Day down low. David Wesley on the drive against Crotty. All kinds of opportunities here.
4-point Miami lead. 2:28 to go. Wesley got the bucket and a foul. Oh, big play for Boston. Tim Hardaway with his 3rd foul, and David Wesley with a chance to move Boston within 1.
This is well executed by the Celtics. High post with Rick Fox there, and Rashawn Leonard comes over but doesn't get position. Well executed again. Nice play, David Wesley, for a potential 3-pointer.
And that foul put Miami over the limit. And the free throw miss. PJ Brown comes down with his 9th rebound. Mourning has 19 points, 10 rebounds, and that's a block on David Wesley. And a rather rough landing by John Crotty. So Wesley picks up the foul, his 4th, and that will put John Crotty at the line for 2. John on the year has made 14 of his 16 foul shots. Like what PJ Brown said about his shooting style, like a Smith & Wesson. He cocks and fires.
And just as accurate usually, Eric. I happen to have a Smith & Wesson. That I keep in my auto.
So let the other drivers beware. Don't cut Dr. Jack off. He'll go from Dr. Jack to Cowboy Jack. Well, 4-point Miami lead, 2:10 to go. Antoine Walker rejected by Mourning. Unofficially, that's the 5th block shot tonight for Zoe.
Now that's the typical Heat defense that we're accustomed to seeing. Force some baseline into the path of the big man and snuff the shot.
Well, a Heat defense in the nick of time.
Player.
Brown throws it down right on Rick Fox, who commits the foul.
Oh, yes. That's, again, that's Pat Riley's play from the sideline. A slip to the basket by the screener. Let's watch it. PJ comes over as if to screen, slides right to the basket, gets the pass, and the 2-hand stuffer.
That was your slam dunk of the game, brought to you by Miller Lite. P.J. Brown, big three-point play. Now P.J. has 6 points here in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden, it's a 7-point Heat lead.
Not over yet, Eric. You've got to be careful of three-point opportunities.
A 14-4 run for Miami. The Celtics have missed their last 7 shots. Make it 8, but a foul. But Deshaun Leonard commits the foul.
They tried for the same play that freed up David Wesley the previous time. This time Rick Fox kept the ball, and then as the side cleared, drove it to the basket and got the foul opportunity.
That was the 4th foul on Leonard. Rick Fox with 31 points.
81% shooter from the free throw line for the season. Celtics will trap hard after this free throw. They've got to get steals, and they've got to get them quickly.
Minute 27 to go. Crotty lost it to Day, and fouls Todd Day. Oh, we come right down to the wire with our adventurous night in Boston. I'll tell you what, if the Heat can get a win, we'll be glad to say sayonara to the Celtics.
Well, John Crotty tried to do the right thing, tried to step through the strong defense, but Todd Day with those long arms did a great job. Look how he got a piece of that ball and kept possession.
And Day is 7 of 7 at the foul line. So the Celtics draw closer. And it's just a 4-point game.
Just what the Heat didn't need, the turnover against the sticky Celtic trap.
Both teams, by the way, with 3 timeouts left. It's a 3-point game with a minute 23 to go. Todd Day with 18 points. Hardaway lost the ball out of bounds off Miami.
Oh my.
2 turnovers in a row. Oof. 21 turnovers for the night. Celtics have scored 33 points off of them. We knew it wouldn't be easy, but we did not anticipate it would be this difficult. Wesley made the bucket. It won't count. A foul before. And the foul is on Deshaun Leonard, who looks at Joe Borgia with a stare of disbelief. That's the 5th foul on Deshaun Leonard, who's Miami's high point man tonight, a career best 28 for Deshaun tonight.
Let's take a look at this play.
Ouch.
How was that foul on Deshaun Leonard?
Oh, that is a brutal call. And it could not have come at a worse time.
Let's take a look at the play again. Well, I think they called Deshaun Leonard for a little push off. He did have 2-hand contact on the screener.
You got to be kidding. Timeout Miami. The Heat by 2, a minute 7 left.
Heat by 2, that time remaining in the 4th period. Let's take a look at the last play. Watch Deshaun Leonard, a little push off right there. Nothing significant. He probably wasn't even aware he did it. But Joe Borgia was on top of the play, made the call, and Rick Fox is at the line for a second.
Rick Fox with 33 points. If he makes this one, it'll be his season high. Eric Williams has 27 for Miami. Deshaun Leonard 28. Tim Hardaway 23 with 14 assists. And Mourning comes down with his 11th rebound. So also with 19 points and 5 block shots. Right now it's winning time. Under a minute to go. The Heat lead by only 2.
Yeah, John Crotty taking the ball right past the double teams. Heat need a score here, Eric.
Sure do, Jack. 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway, a long triple. And a long rebound out to Fox. And the Celtics can tie it with a 2, take the lead with a triple. And we have 35 seconds to go. What a finish.
And the Celtics should get at least one more possession.
A 3. Mourning tips it out to P.J. Brown. The Celtics have missed their last 9 shots from the field. Brown and Mourning each with 11 rebounds.
Heat must avoid the turnover here.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Heat lead by 2. They need one more score to wrap this up. 5 to shoot. Timmy off to Zoe. Fire it up. Knock knock it down. And the Heat lead by 4 with 6 seconds left. How about that setup by Tim Hardaway? His 15th assist of the night, which is a new season best for him.
Oh, my. An adventure is right, Eric.
And the Road Warriors on their high-scoring adventure, back for the final 6 seconds in a moment. Antoine Walker misses a 3. Wesley hits a 3 at the buzzer. And the Heat will walk out of the Fleet Center with a harrowing victory. If those two words could go together, they would tonight. Miami wins by 1. The most points the Heat have surrendered this year, 117, but they score 118, Jack. An unusual performance for the Road Warriors. They don't usually win games like this, but once again, the Heat finding a way into the win column. ML Carr shaking hands with Tim Hardaway, who finished the night with 23 points and 15 assists. The 5th straight win for the Heat. They move 23 games over 500 and 2 full games ahead of the Knicks in the Atlantic Division Championship chase.